A very good evening. So as you all know that I had started making videos taking into account the B.Ed and the M.Ed program, and even I have discussed about a few topics. My first video started with the importance of the mental health and hygiene, then followed by educational management and the scope of educational management, and in my last video I had talked about the importance of the communication. But today's topic of discussion is yoga education, because I have chosen to talk about the yoga or the importance of the yoga in schools and colleges, because in the B.Ed syllabus nowadays NCT has made yoga as the core paper, and with utmost competition, the level of competition has rised up into so much extent that yoga education is the need of the hour. So with reference to mental health and hygiene, I thought that why not discuss about yoga and try our level best to include or implement yoga education as a part of the curriculum. So let's start with the video. Firstly, if we look into the definition of the yoga, or if we see the roots how yoga came into existence, it is from ancient India. We can see or we know that yoga was always there, the practice of yoga was there, and gradually the importance of the yoga was felt among every one of us, be it in schools, colleges, or even in the other organizations. So the word yoga is derived from the Sanskrit word yug, which means union. So it is exercise of the physical, mental, and the spiritual well-being of an individual. That is something we understand from yoga. And nowadays, with everyone running after materialistic happiness and materialistic life, we have seen that our peace of mind, the inner peace of mind, is lost somewhere. So yoga is the need of the hour. We see that International Yoga Day, that is on the 21st of June, is celebrated in schools and colleges, even in other organizations. But okay, it's fine, celebration is good, but why not take yoga as a part of the curriculum? Yes, it's nice to see that initiative that is taken by NCT to include yoga as a part of the B.Ed course. But if the schools, colleges starts to include yoga in their syllabus, it's good for the students, it's good for the teachers as well as for the parents, because yoga education had got so much of objectives behind. Now let us see a few objectives what yoga education provides. Firstly, it will provide a good health. A good health can be achieved with the help of the yoga education. When I say health, I don't mean only the physical fitness or the physical health. Health means the physical, mental, the social health, and the spiritual well-being of a person. So this can be achieved with the help of the yoga education. That is number one. Then we can discuss about how yoga education will give us a mental hygiene, how it will provide the mental hygiene, because in the first video I had talked about the importance of the mental hygiene, how mental hygiene can lead to mental health. So these things are connected. So in that note, yoga education will provide a good mental hygiene, because mental hygiene is a system, it is a science. Then we can also think about the emotional stability that yoga education provides, because we see that students nowadays are facing a lot of emotional disturbances, emotional instability. So with the help of the yoga education, emotional stability can be achieved. That is a good point that we can think of, or yoga education provides. Then talking about anxiety, stress, these are reduced with the help of the yoga education. There is so much of stress which goes in the minds of the students, in the minds of the adolescents. So if the practice of yoga is there, if yoga is considered as an important part in the curriculum, anxiety, stress, tensions can be reduced to some extent. Then yes, it will help in having the moral ethical values, because yoga education calms our mind, it gives concentration, helps in the building of a bold personality. So these are some benefits of the yoga, and everyone will agree upon the fact that yoga is helping people to solve or to overcome so much of mental ailments. So these are some benefits or some objectives that yoga education will look into. So if yoga education is a part of the curriculum, it's good for everyone, for the students, for the teachers, and also for the parents. So I think that yoga education, not only in B.Ed colleges but in every institution, should be taken up seriously, and yoga teachers should be recruited, because we all need some time for ourselves. We want to have a self-discipline, a self-regulatory, and a self-control life, and this can achieve with the help of yoga. So I would suggest everyone to take this subject on a serious note, and would also request the government, the school authorities, to make yoga a part of the curriculum, so that we all live healthily and happily. Thank you.